year we have a candidate for Congress who is looking to challenge to Jason Smith in November. Dave is a resident of rural Missouri. He's a homeowner, a loving husband, a father, and a working class citizen. He is looking to bring a new voice to Missouri's working families and talks about all the issues that are important to us, including living wage, preserving Social Security, expanding Medicaid. It's my pleasure to introduce Dave Cowell.
Thank you. Pretty much took my whole speech with that introduction. Hello, my name is Dave Cowell. I'm a Democrat with progressive values, and I'm running for United States Congress. As you can see, I don't look like your average candidate because I'm tall. But I'm not your average candidate. I'm an average working Missourian, not a career politician. Our campaign is fighting for the working class. I work as a business manager in Farmington, like he said, of an electronics retailer. I put in 50 hours a week to support my family, my beautiful new wife, and our bright young child, Ian. Our campaign is as grassroots as it gets. We're starting from the bottom and working up. Often people ask us the things that we care about, our biggest issues. If you go to our website, davecowellforcongress.com, you can see a lot of those. We talk about expanding Social Security, expanding Medicaid and Medicare, veteran affairs, climate change, and much more. If you break our campaign down to the three things we fight about the most, so I'm going to take a step off of this for a second, get a little wobbly up here. Those are the things I'd like to talk to you about today. The first is poverty. In our district, that's something we can't ignore. I grew up in poverty, like many other people in our district. Our district is the poorest district in the state of Missouri. 8 out of the 10 poorest cities in our state are in our congressional district. Unemployment is twice the national average. Underemployment rates are even higher. 28% of children in our district live in poverty. That's an outrage. It's a shame. And the GOP leadership, year after year, their only solution to that is that too many people are on social programs. It's holding them back. That's the only thing they want to provide as an answer. They assume if we cut these social programs, people will be able to pull themselves up by their bootstraps and move on from there. The reality is a lot of people in this district just don't have bootstraps to pull themselves up by. We've been stuck in this situation too long. Which brings me to the second point I want to talk about, something that actually could work to help fix this issue, and that's a living wage. I believe all Americans deserve an honest living wage. This is something we talk about on a regular basis. It's something that is needed. The working class spends 90 to 110% of their income each year, and most of it's spent locally. Studies have shown when you increase their revenue, they continue to spend money at that same rate. So spending more money in the economy creates more jobs. So a simple structure of moving us towards a living wage will not only start dealing with our poverty issue, but it creates jobs, which is something our district desperately needs. The last issue I want to talk about while we're here today is what the GOP does to make that an illusion. They like to talk about the only people that benefit from a minimum wage increase are those who cook and clean. But the reality is, like the sheriff was talking about a second ago, our law enforcement that protect our streets benefit from a wage increase. Our correctional officers guarding our prisons, our first responders saving our lives, our teachers who educate and help raise our children, and our brave men in the armed forces who protect our freedom, all greatly benefit from a wage increase. The thing that holds it back the most is money in politics, an issue that we've been dealing with for far too long. Our campaign stands against the Supreme Court decision of Citizens United. I, like most Americans, believe that corporations are not people. And the only way we can start to change this is to have candidates like myself who say they're not going to take money for special interest groups. They're not going to take money from corporations. They're not going to take money from their lobbyists. Due to so many candidates doing that, those groups are literally writing our laws, while average citizens such as you and I have little to no influence in American policy. We will see no change on any of the issues we discussed today if we don't elect leaders who are willing challenge the status quo, fight money in politics, and fight for the working class. Again, my name is Dave Cowell, and I want to be your new voice for Missouri's working family.